All right, welcome back to Cricket for Americans. The countdown is finished. The first ball is coming from a spinner, and we have a dot on the first ball. Welcome to the IPL semifinal match. KKR, DC. Oh, the punishment for a fan like me. Did I want either of these teams in? No, even though I did choose KKR to win it all. So if KKR wins this, at least I look a little smarter. Because how many times do you have someone predict the winner before the season starts and they're actually correct? So that would make me correct. Ha! But this is a crazy match here. Delhi Capitals, are they going to choke again? You know, you kind of talk about RCB as chokers. If DC loses this match with this bowling attack, with this batting attack, could they be in that category of chokers as well? We'll see. What's happening, everybody?
Oh boy, the cricket gods once again with KKR opted the bowl, That way they know what they're chasing. And right now, the highest score on this pitch, Nick, as I did the research, is 153. That was done by your RCB. Par for this course on this pitch is like 130, cousin. 130. Those low scores are good for KKR, man, because that's what they do. But
and you know what that means? It's gonna be 170. Because you cannot predict the IPL.
You can't. What's up, people? You cannot predict the IPL, and Nick's absolutely right. Honestly, my opinion is really, really simple. I think that KKR has all the momentum in the world. The more talented of the two teams, to Nick's point, is absolutely DC. But I think DC right now is reeling. DC is reeling. And the fact that KKR won the toss, it just puts them in a position where now they have to chase. And I'm not sure if DC bowling attack is going to be able to fit to survive it. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for this game. As you guys see, Nick's got the tie on. I'm not even ready with the shirt and tie. Luckily, my first meeting is not till like 8:20, I think, or something like that, 8:40. But we've got parent-teacher conferences. But man, guys, I wish we could do the whole stream. We can't. I'm so frustrated. I've already been looking for subs, Nick, because I feel it in my gut. You know what I feel, Nick? Oh, I got a feeling. What do I feel, Nick?
You feel like CSK is going to lose it all. That's what you feel.
Are you there?
Stoinis is in there.
One run. Audio.
1 run off the first over, ladies and gentlemen. 1 run off the first over. Ooh, this is a very cheap pitch. Went with the spinner first. 1 run. Gabe can't hear it.
Is it mine or Nick's? I can't hear him.
Let us know, guys. Who can you hear? Who can you not? I can hear Gabe. Oh, later, Gabe. Finally, a true cricket stream without the mush. And just as he leaves, Shaw gets a boundary right there on this very inexpensive pitch. Gabe is the after party DJ. That's right. You guys know who the professional one is. Says we can hear you both.
I cannot hear anything. What just happened?
Headphones, my friend. Check the headphones. Oh, that was a close one. That was a super close one. Yeah, I can hear Gabe too. He left again. That's okay. Who needs him, right? They start with a spinner with Sakib, and they get a dot. You can't make this stuff up. All right? The previous time they played the KKR, they won 130, 127. And Shaw rotates the strike here. What has happened, everyone? We got Rahul, we got Bharath, we got Arun, we got Skyber. I did not see India's New Jersey. Oh, I have not seen it. The New Jersey from India. What's up, Renell? Turning point. Hand. Yeah, exactly. That's where Astro Camp's all about. Just another guy. What's up? James the Red, Rainfire, the doctor. The doctor's in the house. Turning Point says, prediction. Oh, man. You know, I got to go with KKR. I got to. I know it's Gabe's team, but they were the one I chose to win it all. And right now I have no dog in the fight. So right now it's all about pain for the other teams, suffering. So I'm going to say that KKR is going to have a score of 137, which means that DC is going to get 136. KKR is going to chase 137, 136. I have no idea what the wickets are going to be. I will say on the high side, 7 or 8 wickets apiece. So KKR. Ooh, Ferguson. I finally picked up on my fantasy squad. And we will have to see what's going on here. DeJuan, he's still chasing for the orange cap. If they win this match, he'll have 2 matches to try to get those needed 75 runs to tie, 76 to take the lead. Yeah, everything depends on Shaw. I absolutely agree. That's why I didn't take Shaw on my team this morning. I didn't think he was going to be able to do it.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes. We heard you the whole time.
Oh, I don't know.
Can you hear us,
I can hear you.
Mr. Verizon.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Bro, I'm telling you, like, I got a feeling, bro. I got a feeling it's going to be KKR, CSK, and that's like, I'm going to have to stream that thing. But right now, KKR's first got to get past this DC game, and I'm telling you, man, it's DC's the better team, but KKR has all the momentum, and winning that toss.
Are they the better team right now? Are they the better team right now?
On paper, they are. On paper, they are for sure.
That paper means nothing. Paper means nothing when it comes to the actual performance. Now, this is what they did last year, right? They lost to Mumbai in the qualifier, whatever you want to call that nonsense, and then they beat SRA. Oh, Shaw! Tell Nick to shut up with his going out on the roof.
He destroyed that.
6 on the roof. All 12 runs belong to him. He's a very selfish young man.
Oh,
all 12 runs belong to him.
Oh, Shaw.
Wow.
Is Astro Camp where Gabe teaches sportsmen how to cheat? It's a special camp I run. No, I'm joking. It's a camp we used to do with the kids pre-COVID.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. Man, I think Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan both are going to be catalysts here. For my captain and vice captain, I already told you guys. I expect the spin kings to put in some work. So I went with Narine and Axar Patel. Speaking of Axar Patel, Nick, nice transition there. Axar Patel got replaced. Do you know who he got replaced to?
I'm looking up right now because I saw that comment because I do not know.
He got replaced by Lord Thakor. Now, I don't know how to feel about this, bro.
Wow.
I figured some people needed to get replaced, but I didn't think Lord Thakor. How do you guys feel about that in the chat? I'm curious.
Give us some information, please. Explain that nonsense to me. Nothing against Lord Thakor. He's fantastic, but you don't want to Axar Patel in the UAE?
Dude, I was calling for more spinners, not less. What does India know that we don't know? Because obviously I'm going to get to the point now, Nick, where I'm done second judging some of these professionals' moves, okay? They know what they're doing. They've been playing a long time. They've been coaching a long time. You know, I was about spinners. If they think Axar Patel has a niggle or whatever, then how about Chahal? Chahal has been amazing since he got to the UAE. What's he taking, like 10 wickets, bro? I don't know. I don't understand.
Axar Patel got axed. Nice. I'm going to say it right now, and I've said it before, but I'm not going to say it once the World Cup starts. So this is for just a special. This is exclusive comment just for the special 76 in the chat right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to say it right now. I am extremely nervous that Virat Kohli is going to mess the whole thing up. I really do. By the way that he puts together the sides, by the way that he captains throughout this whole tournament. This guy's got nothing to lose at this point as far as T20 goes. And we saw what happened when he had nothing to lose with RCB as a captain in the final match. Did not work out too well. Not all his fault, but a little extra better captaining would have got those extra runs. So I'm super, super nervous. I'm never going to repeat that on the stream or on the air again, but I really, really am. And this first decision, I don't know how I feel about it. I just feel like Axar Patel is a clutch player, and he's a guy that you got to have on your squad. And maybe he called him up and said, hey, I'm not feeling the best right now, and I don't want to mess anything up. I have no idea. No, it's not going to be a full stream today.
So Ashwin's still on this Indian team, but not Chahal. I agree. I figured if it was going to be somebody that was going to be at it, it's Chahal. And then some people are saying Hardik won't bowl. Then drop Hardik. Is he just like, I don't understand. I get it. The guy's been great.
Valuable as a bat. He's that valuable as a bat where he can just be just a batsman.
He's valuable because he's an all-rounder, because he can do both bat and ball. But if he can't do both, I could name you 4 or 5 other guys that should be there ahead of him.
He can slog it, and that's what you need sometimes. You need a guy that can get you
better than Gaikwad.
6 balls.
Better than Gaikwad.
He's done it for longer.
I don't care about longer. Right now, who's better? I don't care.
Experience counts. I'm answering the question. Experience counts. Oh, there's a 6 by my captain, Dewan. That's right. He was 0 for 7.
Okay, experience counts, right, Nick? Is he better than Shikhar Dhawan?
Dhawan doesn't play 6. That's where you need someone that come in, just like the comment right here. Thank you so much, Shatil. Dhawan, Gaikwad, they don't play 6. You need someone in positioning players. I'm just saying. You're going to bring in a guy that's never came in at 6 to come in at 6 when you need a couple of runs to the death because you're losing your wickets? Woo! I'm just saying, Hardik has that potential. Has he shown us time and time again, like Gaikwad as an opener, to be able to score big this season? No, he hasn't. But he has that potential. He has that experience. And another 6. Did that go over?
Yep. That's
Narine. How does that feel to get 2 6s back to back, Narine? How does that feel?
And belly to belly.
Hamburglar delivery, hiding that ball behind you like you don't got nothing. I got nothing, Mom. I didn't steal a brownie or a cookie. How does that feel, back-to-back 6s? You destroyed my RCB chances, Narine. You destroyed them.
Let me ask you a question. Is Narine part of your Sinister 6 now? It sounds like it. He does a little
hot, man. I love it. He's got the He's the hot hamburglar. I got no hamburgers. I didn't steal nothing.
Guys,
he's out of my Sinister 6 because he's fantastic.
Guys, I listen. Everybody keeps talking about Narine's a 6. Not Narine, sorry. Gaikwad's not a 6. He's an opener. Dewan's not a 6. He's an opener. You know how I feel about the opening things. I think that if you're an opener, you can bat anywhere in the lineup. Okay, that's just the reality behind it. All right. And here's look at teams that move guys. Oh, Kohli's not an opener, or Kohli's not a 3. You can bat wherever. If you've got talent, you've got talent, guys. My thing is, you're gonna put a guy who cannot bowl for you right now. And who's been suspect with the bat in there just because that's his normal position. That makes no sense to me. And then you're leaving off Chahal, who in my opinion is leaps and bounds been better than Thakur. I mean, I don't get it. But again, there's people that make these decisions that get paid way more a lot than we do. And obviously they must be right. We'll see. Let's see what Hardik Let's see what Hardik contributes to this championship. I'm just curious to find out.
Yeah, I hope he shows up. That'd be fantastic. But I understand what Gabe is saying. Okay, and me and him get destroyed all the time. And this is where our lack of experience come in. Not understanding how important it is to have opening batsmen open, number 5 or 6, number 4, coming at those spots and having guys that are able to perform in those parts. Those are things that we don't understand as well, because in baseball, they move the lineup quite a bit. Yeah, you're going to have some guys that solidify the 3 or 4 or the 1 or whatever, but you can move that around based on who's playing, based on the situation, based on getting more at-bats. Cricket is not like that. And I agree. I'm not going to be over here acting like I know everything and Gabe knows nothing, because I agree with him. We don't understand why those positions are so important. But Gabe, what I have accepted, which sucks because it's pride, what I have accepted is that it is a true thing, that it is a factor that we just don't understand. And it's something that I'm going to trust the audience on, does become a huge factor. So I'm not trying to sound like I know more than Gabe and throw one on the bus, because I don't. But I have accepted it as it's got to be something, because we hear it all the time and we see it too. Oh, there's a wicket. Who's down?
Shaw.
Is that Shaw?
By
That's
Shaw.
why I didn't pick him up, B.
Shaw. By Shaw. What do we always say? You don't want to lose a wicket in an opening power play. By Shaw. And again,
sorry, he's a hot pocket performance every single time. He'll get you 18 runs off 12. The strike rate's beautiful, but he's always a hot. Has he ever lasted to like the 11th over, for crying out loud? He's got stuff to do. He's got his video game on pause, and he's not sure how long the power's going to stay in.
Oh, Nick, you're out of control. I don't remember him ever getting like deep in the game. I've seen Dewan go pretty much the entire game. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I've ever seen a Shaw do it. But I mean, he's got talent, right? He's got talent. Definitely. And he put up the runs. Here's the biggest problem. All right. And looking at this lineup once again, I'm thinking to myself, all right, what was the thought process, right? What was the thought process with this lineup? What were they going to do? Where were they going to go? As I'm looking at this team, I'm thinking to myself, all right, they've got Iyer, Pant, and Marcus Stoinis. You're so desperate. You put in a guy who hasn't been there all season. Let's hope Stoinis is healthy, right?
Stoinis at 3.
Did they bring in Stoinis at 3?
He's a monster. He can bat anywhere.
I guess, isn't Stoinis a number 6, guys? This is why I don't understand cricket.
This is such a Rishabh Pant thing. He's that kid that can't wait to play with that new toy. This guy's been ready. He's been seeing him in the nets. Oh, this guy's glorious. Put in Stoinis. Even Stoinis is like, I think that's a good idea. Put in Stoinis.
I love the Aussie. Wow. Did you guys hear the Aussie accent? I think that's a good idea. I can't even do it like that. You are our official Aussie, what do you call it? Pundit. I love it. I love it.
I don't even know if that was Aussie, English, or maybe somewhere in South Africa. I have no idea, but that was something.
Rishabh says, let me try and explain it, this, Nick. As an opener, you face swing, good length, fast bowling. As a finisher, you face Yorker, old ball, and need power hitting at the end. That's just one example. And while I hear you, guess what? Gaiquad's been there in the end, and that's what I don't understand. Because if I could see if Gaiquad never made it, he's never made it to the end. Gaiquad's gone the entire game not out, cousin. I've seen Dewan go the entire game not out. Dewan don't got power?
But you know what,
see what you're saying. It
does happen. You're right. But think about it. I mean, think about this, right? I can understand this to a certain degree because when the openers, if they make it to the end, it's a beautiful thing. But you gotta admit it's 10% of the time, right? 5-10% of the time. It's not very often. But if they get out, if they lose their wicket 10th to the 15th, 15th to the 16th over, it's because that change of type of ball. So that makes a lot of sense. That's usually probably why most of them aren't able to last. They're able to last the power play, no problem, besides Shaw. But out of the power play, maybe not. Dude, Shaw he loves the power play. He's like that kid, like, I don't want to play if it's not in the power play. I mean, he's just gone. Goodbye.
I've never seen Stoinis bat in number 3.
We've seen him open before, but not
I've never seen him at number 3. Earliest I've ever seen Stoinis is maybe 4 or 5, guys.
No, we've seen him open before.
Really? For what team? DC? I don't remember Stoinis ever opening for DC.
I think it was an experiment last year, wasn't it, guys? I could be wrong. I want to say it was an experiment last year. They had him open a few times. Remember that?
Maybe in the BBL. Maybe in the BBL. Gabe.
No, I want to say in the IPL. Yeah, there's Barack, but not at 3. You're right, Gabe. They're saying Dan Christian's getting death threats. Listen.
Yes.
And watch the spam. Watch the spam. I was so mad at Dan Christian. I believe that he was the main reason they lost. But death threats is ridiculous. That's just you're going to actually end someone's life because of a game. Give me a break. I hate how weak and how cowardly the death threat is. Everyone gives death threats like it's candy on Halloween, for crying out loud. Can we stop with that, please?
Bro.
Baby.
And listen, I do not agree with the death threats. That's absolutely crazy. However, he is absolutely right to take it seriously, to be concerned. I think it was Maxwell and maybe him too spoke up on social media saying it's not okay because, Nick, people are out of control. And I don't know if it's ever happened in cricket, but at least in football, international football, yes, People have been killed because they blow a game. There was the one keeper, wicket keeper. Like I was gonna say wicket keeper. There was the one goalkeeper for I think I forget what team, and they ended up killing him because he blew a game. They thought he was fixing the match. There was another guy who had an on goal. I think this was like in Peru or somewhere in Latin America. Bro, they killed him. They killed everybody. They cut the dog's head off. What did the dog do? What did the dog do? You know what I mean? Like, bro, there are some fanatics out there. Have you ever seen one of the worst movie of all time called Fanatic with John Travolta? I don't know why John Travolta did that film.
Wait, the John Travolta? No, I haven't seen that one. I've seen The Fan with Wesley Snipes.
Fan, which that Fan was really
Robert
good.
De Niro.
Yeah. Robert De Niro. So there are some absolutely crazy people out there, bro. And I'm telling you, I would absolutely, if I were them, I'd be in the first thing smoking out. Oh, they can't leave because it's in the UAE, right? I'd be careful what I eat. I'd be ordering my food in what do you call it? Under aliases. Woo! Just saying.
Dude, I'd be changing my alias to Justin Langer. Oh wait, that probably wouldn't do much of a difference. But no, that's crazy. Maxwell too. They're saying Dan Christian's wife. Come on, guys. I'm an RCB fan. Listen, Dan Christian is one of many in a long line of playoff disappointments. Okay, it's unfortunately the brand. It's not the player. Give me a break.
Hold on, I got this right now. Han, I got you right now, Han. Nick, pull a pant right now. Switch us in the order. Here it goes. Trading places. Switch us in the order. Come on, man.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But there we go. I'm at the top of the order. Nick's now at the bottom of the order. You're welcome, Han. Gabe's an opening batsman.
I'm a finisher. You right there are Shaw. I'm a finisher, baby.
Oh, Loki Ferguson. Oh, Loki. What a ball. What a ball. He almost got that wicket. Loki just made himself money this IPL, just so you know. He is now, and I'm not just thinking about myself, guys. I'm listening to guys on Crick Buzz. Oh. Everybody's talking about how he is now a frontline. Wow, look at another great ball. Loki Ferguson is a frontline pacer, Nick, just like or as good as what's the boy's name from Patty Cummings. As for think about some of the other guys that got money, Hazelwood, some of these pacers. I mean, I don't know if people just did not realize how good Loki Ferguson was, but his numbers are unbelievable, Nick.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic. Doctor says he wants to thank Dan Christian for Black Friday shopping. Am I cruel? It might be crazier in other places, but don't believe what you hear on the news and on the whatever. It's not. Me and my wife go Black Friday shopping every single year. We have for 10 years, and it's not as crazy as you think. Never when I've gone, at least. Do you have crazy people? Absolutely. But we've gone every year for the deals. It's not anything like you see in the news in most places.
Where is it? Gabe, you want to buy an IPL team? BCCI released the tender to own a team. You know what? Nick, why don't we pull our money together, see if we could get in there.
What are we able to afford? The bats for the team, maybe? Come on.
Loki to Mumbai next year. Yeah, that would exactly what happened. Because somehow how everybody always lets Mumbai stack up with the greatest talent, bro. It just frustrates me. No. You know what? CSK, why don't you combine that Ngidi money and combine some of that Hazelwood money and go get me a Loki Ferguson. I need me a Loki Ferguson. Is that more of a Loki Ferguson? I can't do it. That's not a New Zealand accent. I'm so mad. That was so good, Nick.
Look at Rashab. He's been watching a long time. He knows your sayings there. The coffers.
Break those CFA coffers, baby. That's right. We're gonna go in there with our bid is $101.
We feel good about that. 35 million. What? Do you not know how betting works?
Start low. Start low. What are you guys doing?
All right. I see you're at 15 million under $2. Yeah, exactly.
Loki doesn't qualify. Loki doesn't qualify for CSK. They're not even looking at him. Oh, he's a young pup. He's got Similac on his breath.
Listen, who's in the final this year? It might be a great strategy. You know, RCB's like, we only want 37 and older now. Ha!
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I think CSK would break their rule for Loki Ferguson. Man.
Yeah, let's do a GoFundMe for an IPL team for CFA.
Could you imagine? What team is it? Oh, the Green Bay Packers. There's actually an American team, guys, that's owned. It's publicly owned. They're, I believe, the only American team that's publicly owned. And could you imagine an IPL team that's publicly owned? That would be a disaster, and I'll tell you why. Because then you've got like a board. They'd be wanting to fire people all the time. It's hilarious.
He's a fetus. He's still a fetus.
Oh my God.
Man.
I'm going to update the score right now.
You're right. We are eligible. Absolutely.
We are eligible to play, Nick. I'd play. 41 for 1, guys. 41 for 1. And the 6th over in the books now. So in the last basically 2 overs, they've only scored, 2 runs? I'm loving it. So not 2 runs. Sorry, 10 runs.
Nice little shot there. And for a boundary, Stoinis gets on the board against Sakib. Gave up 1 run in the first over. Since then, he's given up 19 in the next 8 balls that he's bowled.
Now, these middle overs, Nick, is what I'm really interested in looking at, because this is where the spinners do the damage. Absolutely. This is where the spinners do the damage, man. And honestly, I do not want to criticize Pant. I don't want to criticize Pant, especially because people crushed us last time. And I'm not even going to say, I'm not going to take as much credit as Nick did. Because Nick, seriously, since he did that very first Pant video, was like, this is going to be Dhoni's replacement. This guy is amazing. And people crushed him. He can't replace, he would have been stumped out there. He never replaced Dhoni.
Why did he go on the pitch so much? That was crazy.
And, to Nick's point, he wasn't saying he's going to be the next MS Dhoni, but he needed to be the next wicketkeeper of India. And to the point, it's exactly what happened. Go back and check it in the notes, Captain. Nick said it first. I don't think I heard anybody else. Even the pro guys weren't talking about Pant being the next captain for India. With that being said, this is another bad decision. I don't understand how he's gambling.
Right there.
In the playoffs, you decide twice to go with an experiment at number 3. Like first Axar Patel early, and now
well, to their
Stoinis?
point, they said Stoinis was opening in the final last year.
Did Stoinis open in the final?
They decided to. Shreyas Iyer did the experiment in the final. Didn't work out too well. 5 time. Woo! People hate the 5 time. All the time I see comments like, Gabe, if you have this or that, you can challenge the 5 time. No one can ever challenge the 5 time because no one has 4 right now, baby.
And here's my question though, Nick. All year, this has been a successful franchise, right? DC. They haven't had to do experiments at number 3. Why do they feel they have to do it in the playoffs? Guys, let me know. All year long, DC's been steady at number 3. Why all of a sudden they had to wait all the way till they get into the qualifying matches to now say, oh yeah, let's go ahead and figure out who our number 3 is. What? Why? I don't get it. Somebody let me know.
It doesn't matter. It's a guarantee that DC will win this match. It's a guarantee. I'm calling it right now.
Oh.
DC is guaranteed to win this match.
Oh, wow. Gabe, how about the Universe Boss and CSK Yellow next year? You know what? That's probably not the best idea because the Universe Boss needs to go in a well, it depends. I would say that CSK already has their opening partnership set up, but we don't know who goes back. CSK has that age level, right, where they could put him in he qualifies. He's over 35, so we'll see what happens.
You know what Gabe wants? He wants Chris Gale to be the captain of one of the new squads so that no one can tell him where to put himself at. He can put himself wherever he wants. He can. Could you imagine? It would only be like a 1 or 2 year tenure, but could you imagine him being the captain of an IPL team? That would be insane.
So, Nick, and I was watching Jared Kimber's channel the other day, and I love Jared Kimber. He's awesome, man. He's awesome. I always, throw a comment or 2 in there or whatnot. I don't even think, because I always use Osbert Lara. I don't think he's like, who's this Osbert Lara bloke? Is that the English accent? This is
That was
Osbert Lara
horrible.
Bloke. No,
That was
gosh.
horrible.
You have to work with me, man, because that was an amazing accent you did earlier. But who's this Osbert Lara Bloke? And like, yo, it's CFA, bro. Can I get a little love? You want me a little holler in the comments? With that being said, right? He's talking about the disaster. He's talking about the disaster that was the Kings, right, this year. Kings 11 or Punjab Kings. And he's talking about that KR Rahul. Why would he want to come back? Now, I don't think that's an option. I think if they buy you, you got to play for them, right? Let me know in the comments, right? They buy you, you got to play for them.
You can choose to not play at all and not get paid.
But could you imagine if KR Rahul leaves? Because he's right. It's basically KR Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, and a whole bunch of trash. Universe Boss does not get played enough.
KR Rahul is the captain. He's part of the problem there with the decisions that are being made.
But to his point, look at what they actually gave him. Now, he didn't, for whatever reason, KR Rahul didn't believe in the Universe Boss, right? But look at what else they gave him. They've got no Indian talent, and you cannot play all overseas because you also need overseas to bowl for you. It was like that roster is constructed horribly.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Sorry, Jared Kimber. I'm gonna have to disagree with that because KR Rahul, he probably changed the lineup more than any other captain in the IPL. And with some of those lineups, he was able to win against really good teams. And then he would switch it after a win, and they would lose really badly. So I'd have to disagree. I think KR Rahul as an IPL captain was a big part of the problem. And maybe trusting your lineup and giving them a few matches back to back to get them with some cohesion built. He's a great talent. He's going to win the Orange Cap more than likely again, unless Dewan goes off today and then goes to the finals and goes off there. But I have to disagree with that.
Interesting. See, and here's another thing. You know, KL Rahul might have made some poor decisions as well, which I agree with this. And you and I talked about this. Why is it that last year Bishnoi was one of their better bowlers, and this year Bishnoi wasn't bowled barely? And even when he bowled well. Like, it was just a poor team. Oh, DK knocked it down, but man.
Wide anyways.
It was a wide anyway. But that was just a very interesting. They're saying Pretty Zinta's crazy enough to let go of KL Rahul. And actually, I watched some of those KL Rahul. Like, he does all this social media stuff, bro. And, you know, he's actually really out there. And he would be a cool guy to have. If I was a new franchise, if they let him go, that's who I'm building my franchise around. No question. But
he's a cool guy, and he's a great batsman. I agree with that, but I don't know. What's the resume that he has as a captain to say we want him to build our franchise around? You want to be Kings 2.0?
He's a young Indian batsman who is prolific at the top of your lineup, right? You need that opener who's a wicket keeper. Bro, that's 1, 2, 3 right there for me. Those are 3 good things. If I'm a new franchise, I'm taking them. If I'm an old franchise, I'm taking them. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. Could you imagine somebody just said RCB? If he goes to RCB, now you got your opening partnership. And
he was on RCB.
He was, but now he's KL Rahul.
Idiot.
So if you had David Patekul at 1, KL Rahul at 2, bring back Kohli down to 3 where he normally bats at, and then you can bring in, you know, maybe ABD. I'm not even sure, man. ABD looks so bad at the end. So they could probably get him cheaper because he's getting older. I mean, it's going to be interesting, man.
Listen, you can bring in Superman for crying out loud. RCB will still mess it up. Okay.
139 in the chat, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And there goes the strategic time. Now, I'm going to go ahead and edit the score. Nick, I think that in the beginning, I was a little concerned because they were scoring and they weren't taking wickets. Since the 4th over, I think the run rate has absolutely, you know, been halted. And it's 52 for 1 in the 8th over. I'm liking this run rate because they're gonna put pressure at the tail end. How do you feel about the game at this point?
I feel like it's been more the same that we've been seeing recently. It's all going to come down to that death. Bowlers versus the batsmen in the death. I still think 130s. I had predicted 137 to 136. I think that's a very likely possibility. I think that Dewan has really showed some in his previous performances to last a little longer, not try to go for those big shots to try to get a partnership going. Shaw went down, so that was frustrating, but he's getting himself settled. So I really think he's got to protect himself and his wicket the next 4 overs. That's going to be the biggest thing ever.
Wow, I didn't know Rahul hails from Bangalore. Bro, then that means, bro, they really got, I mean, think about it, being able to play at home. He probably still has family there. That would be my pitch. If I was RCB and let's say he actually is let go, he's not retained, that would be my number one target. I don't care what else happens.
Yeah, it's just it's tough. This is the comment we were talking about, AJ. Then here you go. I couldn't find your other one. It's tough. I mean, honestly, this last loss really hurt. Really hurt. And I'm feeling what RCB fans have been feeling for over a decade now. I can no longer choose them to win it all until I see them do it, right? But I'm hoping with this change of captaincy, Virat Kohli mentioned that he's not going to play for any other IPL team but RCB. He plans to play for a few more years. So supposedly he's not going anywhere. And you still need him as a batsman. But you've got to bring in a new era. You've got to bring in a new attitude, right? Let's talk about coaches. There's been few coaches in American sports, and that's the point of reference I can use, that have been really good, not be able to win the big one, go to a new team, and then win the big one. The only one I can think about is Andy Reid, for crying out loud. There's been very few times that happens. So when it's season after season with not being able to deliver like a KL Rahul in the Kings, he's young enough where he can turn it around, obviously. But do I have faith that with a franchise like RCB that has just been cursed for years, that you bring in someone that hasn't been able to do it at one squad and they're going to be able to do it on another squad? I don't really have that kind of faith, but you got to find someone that has that ability. So you're looking at someone that either has an extreme amount of good experience or someone that is new to the captaincy that has the ability to bring it in. Can you imagine if Rishabh Pant and the Delhi Capitals win it this year? He's going to be looked as one of those guys that's young blood, young guy, batting talent, and is able to win the big one. Yeah. We haven't been able to see that killer instinct side from him as a captain yet, but they're still in this match right here, so we'll see what happens. And I think that's really what you need. You need someone who's able to turn the tide, someone who's able to turn the narrative. And hopefully, whoever they get can be that person.
Dude, that's a really insightful thought right there. And I got to say, I wholeheartedly agree with you. Reneil's comment right here is very important. Man, the scoring is so slow. What's going on? Reneil, it's been like this for the most part. The majority of these games at the UAE have been low scoring, with the exception of Abu Dhabi. The highest score on this ground is 165. My question to you guys in the chat is, does this bowl better for India since they're used to playing spin and they've got really good spinners, right? Or, I mean, who do you guys think benefit the most from playing here at the UAE for that championship? Because I'm looking at this right now, man, and a lot of the international players are struggling with this spin, right? Are absolutely struggling with this spin, are absolutely struggling with these slow pitches. So do you think that is going to benefit India? My West Indies, luckily, they haven't brought back Narine, which is so frustrating to me. I'm waiting for the announcement, just like this helped out, just like we just got an announcement today. I'm waiting for that announcement, but man, we still got Holder, who's been successful here. But these slow pitches, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Gabe, it's not going to be the same in the UAE. They'll use different pitches." What are the pitches? I get it. There's different pitches on the same cricket grounds, right? On the same venues. But no matter what pitch, I think this is pitch 4 they're playing on today. They've all been slow. If you guys think you're going to see high scoring games in the World Championship, you're sorely mistaken. I mean, teams right now, Nick, have to be making that decision and saying, listen, we got to bring in guys that are going to be successful here. I don't care what was on my team before. I got to make a change right now. And I'm so upset the West Indies haven't done it.
Yeah, but I mean, again, IPL is fantastic. You have a great amount of talent. You have overseas players, but the IPL cannot be as talented as these World Cup squads that we're going to get, right? They can't be. So we've got to think about how, yes, it should be low scoring, but you also have a different kind of talent from different parts of the world, which I'm most excited to see. coming in here. And you talk about spin, they just dropped a spinner, right? They just dropped a spinner for a pace. So it's interesting. Hopefully he's not dropped altogether and he's just maybe not going to be in the starting 11. We got a huge super chat here. Appreciate that from Gajraj. Keep up the good work, guys. Love the passion and effort you put into the channel. Really, really appreciate that. Gabe and I, we put a lot of effort, a lot of time into it, a lot of passion. Maybe not a pomps and circumstance, but we appreciate you noticing that. It helps us keep going, and we appreciate the super chat.
Guys, thank you so much for the super chat. Garage, thank you so much for the super chat. And if Nick and I do end up owning an IPL franchise, it's because it is. It's starting here. Bro, CFA coffers getting fat, bro. CFA coffers getting fat.
Who can we get with 2,000? Let's see. Who can we get? Can we get an Ayers little brother? Is that what we can get? I mean, come on.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But guys, man, Renell says, please read my comments. Let me see. Go back up. Thank you so much for that super chat. Here it goes. Gabe, I said many times there is no changes in the West Indies squad. Gabe, move on from the Rhino already. Jesus Christ. Listen, and you know what's funny? I was also watching Derek Kimber's a video on the Rhine. He put out a video just on the Rhine. He's doing all these exit interviews, which I find so fascinating. I really enjoy his content. But he did it on the many iterations of Sunil Narine and how Narine just changes himself over and over, right? He reinvents himself. And one thing I didn't think about is that Narine is just an athlete that's able to tailor himself to different parts of the game. You've had the Narine, the dominant bowler who could bat a little. Then the Narine, the batter who could bowl a little bit. And he's able to change things all the time. Kush said he read my comment on Kimber's by Indians view. That was cool. Awesome. Thanks, man. So, I mean, really, I'm thinking to myself right now, I just want the West Indies to put themselves in a situation where they could succeed. And I think Hayden Walsh Jr. is also a spinner, if I'm not mistaken. But these low-scoring pitches are really making me nervous, guys. They really are. And this is so different than what we experienced in the UAE last year, Nick.
Kick saving a butte. Kick saving a butte right there to prevent the boundary.
Very nice.
Listen, let me just say one thing because I got to get out of here in a few minutes. I got my first conference in 15 minutes. I got to get to school. But let me say this real quick. KKR, this is the second match in a row. I'm not sure if I think it's a different venue than when they played RCB. I can't remember. But second match in a row that their middle over bowling has been extremely economical. Besides that boundary right there, Chakravarthy. Just as I say it, right? Just as I say it. But they allowed RCB to get close to 50 in the power play, and then they really gave nothing up in the middle overs besides a few runs of ball, an over, it seemed. Their bowlers, their middle over bowlers may be the most underrated bowlers in the IPL. I'm talking about Amavi. I'm talking about Chakravarthy. I'm talking about, oh, man, there's a few others I know I'm leaving out. But this is going the same way as an RCB match besides this over. And if DC, like they're doing right now, does not pick up the scoring, they're going to have the same fate as RCB did because we also see KKR is able to chase. And I'm telling you, Gabe, if KKR goes to the finals and they win all, I know it's your mistress. I know you're going to be able to throw that flag that was at 3 finals in, but I predicted it before the season. I believed them in more than you did, so I take more of the credit.
You did. I'm not going to lie. Well, you called them for in our preseason prediction. When you said KKR, I was like, wow, really? And man, that set came out to be such a great prediction. Like I said, they're the hottest team right now. And
anyone there? No one there.
Come on, straight up in the air. Come on. Nobody's there. But this has been the MO in order to win. This has been the MO in order to win, right? Go ahead, squeeze those runs in the middle overs, put pressure. And I think the best thing that's boding, honestly, for DC is that Sugar Darwin is still there. Okay, because DC needs that consistent guy that can play. You know what I'm saying? That they are able to play the longer innings. If Sugar Darwin had fallen already, I'm like they got no shot. But Sugar's there, and I love him. Stoinis, 83 strike rate. I mean, man, dude, the scoring rate is disgusting. We need a breakthrough. We need a wicket in the next few overs. We need Sugar Darwin out because he is destructive. I'm not even as afraid of Marcus Stoinis if I am Sugar Darwin. And Pant. We saw Pant put up, 60, Nick, in that last match? Pant is absolutely destructive. But other than that, I'm not afraid of Iyer. I'm definitely not afraid of Axar Patel. Hitmeyer is going to be Hitmeyer. And he's going to put up his 20-30, but Hitmeyer cannot last a long time. So the longest Hitmeyer is out, the better. So, man, it's such an interesting dynamic right now, Nick. I still think it's anyone's game, even though the run scoring is so low. Because remember, we thought the same thing with RCB, but KKR wasn't able to put up a lot of runs because, guys, this venue is just tough. It's just tough.
We got another comment here from Renelle. She says, Gabe, it'll be unfair for other players who worked hard and made themselves available. Narine didn't make himself available for the Windies since 2014. And I got to get out of here, but we got another super chat right here from Gajraj. Holy cow, my friend. We appreciate it. He says, here's another super chat, guys, to help CFA buy an IPL team, baby. And also because CSK won the other day. Oh, no. Gajraj hates himself some, Nick. I've been clowning CSK for how long? Oh, man. Am I going to be getting some horse heads on my bed pretty soon if CSK wins the whole thing?
CSK, baby! Let's go!
Gosh, Raj, because you are supporting our IPL dream, I apologize, my friend. But we appreciate the support. We appreciate the super chat. I got to bounce right now, guys. Thank you so much for the support, Gajraj. We appreciate that big time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, we're going to be here for a little bit on the final. Maybe Gabe can think of something. But we're definitely going to be here for World Cup action too, ladies and gentlemen.
Nick, I'm already feeling a niggle. I got a niggle.
Oh, hey. I'll support y'all. Let them know. Oh, yeah, he's had that niggle for a while now. Later, guys.
Later, brother. Oh, man. Guys, yes, thank you again, Gajraj, for that super chat. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. You know, right now, this low scoring rate just looks so good for KKR. And no, they still haven't picked it up. Guys, right now, it's impossible to get a sub in Vegas. It's brutal. Not just in Vegas, all over, man. We got to get, people back to work. It's frustrating. But Owen Morgan, once again, doing his good thing as a captain. And honestly, Owen Morgan today, go back. What do you guys think? Please let it be. Please let it be. What do you guys think? Please. I can't be objective. I'm going to call everything out. I get it. I'm not being objective right now. Do you guys think he's out? Go back. Go back. Let me know in the chat. Did he get back? Did he get back? The foot wasn't down. The foot wasn't down. It was still going back. It's up in the air. Please. 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 Did he get the toe down? Oh, DK. Oh, DK. Oh, you guys are saying not out. Look, the foot was up in the air. It wasn't down. I got a whole bunch of KKR haters in here. Come on, guys. We want to see CSK and KKR in the championship. Let's go. Look, it's up in the air. No, you guys are right. He got his foot back. Was it in the air or down? That's always the toughest call for me because you could be bringing your foot back, but is that toe down? That's so interesting. Not out. Not out. That's all right. You guys were all saying it. I told you I'm being very, very, very biased right now. 100% biased. Oh, man. Oh, man. You guys called it. You guys called it. My apologies. My apologies. First person to call it too was... Who was it? There it is. No out. No out. All right. No out. All right. Thank you so much for being objective. Thank you so much for being objective when I am not right now. But again, this is where you're looking at these guys and you're thinking to yourself, man, Varun Chakravarthy, this guy as well. He's been so good. He's been so good. Somebody get over there, hold it to a single. And I think Varun Chakravarthy, I discovered him last year as far as a player. I didn't even know who he was. And then this year he's continued. And man, he takes wickets. But not only does he take wickets, guys, This guy is economy rate is low. I don't think I've ever seen him get pumped ever. Correct me in the chat, but has he ever gotten hootied? I don't think so. I don't think so. And that is so valuable to be able to keep that run rate low, and it helps your other guys, right? It helps your other guys where I may not get a wicket today, but if I keep my run rate low, then another guy might get a wicket because they're going to try to attack them. And it's been really, really good. He ends that over right there with 5 runs scored. Once again, economy rate under 6 that so far, and no, it's so impressive. Guys, is Owen Morgan, let me ask you a question. Is Owen Morgan retainable? As bad as he's been as a batsman, he is such a good captain. Is he retainable? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? That's an interesting conversation right there. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Guys, honestly, this audio is driving me crazy. I got to check out my system because this cannot happen on Friday for the championship. But I am reading the comments, and you guys are saying that, Alex, it's freezing. Put on sweats. You can't wear shorts to school. What, are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. Agent of Chaos, Necessary Evil. What's up? What's up? I always love that name. I haven't seen it in a minute. Owen Morgan can be retained to wash the dishes and clean the play. Guys, he's such a good captain, though. He's such a good captain. And look at the success KKR has enjoyed under him. And I know that he's been a poor batsman, but what do you guys think? That's a wicket! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. Mommy bowls out Stoinis. Bowls out Stoinis. Bowls out Stoinis. Was Stoinis a success? I don't think so. Once again, a poor decision. He 23 balls. 23 balls. Guys, he saw 3 overs and scored 18 runs. Is that good? Is that good? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. Let's go to work. That was a big wicket. And who are they going to bring in now? I don't know. But Mavi, Nick was right. And I should have mentioned it because I actually heard this on a different stream. On a different stream, I heard this, that the combination, the middle overs, the bowling of Mavi, of Narine, Chakravarthy is so deadly for KKR. Man, that's what I'm talking about. What a beautiful thing. Ponting is insane. Guys, exactly. Are you going to blame Pant or Ricky Ponting? Ricky Ponting's decision can't Pant. That's what I'm thinking, guys. It's got to be Ricky Ponting's decision, right? It's got to be. There's no way he's letting Pant make these decisions. So, again, I don't understand. DC hasn't really struggled, guys, in the middle overs. I mean, with scoring this year. DC hasn't struggled at 3. Why did they make the change? People are saying because Iyer's trash. Wow. Okay, maybe. I don't know. Then drop Iyer lower in the order. Bring Pant in at 3. All right, but you got Hitmeyer, who's your closer. You don't need to bring him in there, man. I mean, right now he's 2 runs on a ball. But this is there's going to be some questions, and there should be some questions, guys. Why did they feel that they had to change everything right now in the playoffs? There's got to be questions, and I know people are going to blame Pant, but to the chat, you know, you guys are correct. That's Ricky Ponting's decision, right? Pant doesn't get to make that kind of decision. Come on, stop it. So there's 72 for 2. 72 for 2 in the 12th over, guys. 12 overs in the books. This is insane. I got one more over in me, and then I gotta rush off so I could get to school for parent-teacher conferences. Got to put on my shirt and tie, all that good stuff. Oh my gosh, this was a failed experiment. Yes, but you don't experiment in the playoffs. You can't do it. This is the eliminator, right? This is a qualifier. You don't play, or you got, like I put in the first one, the disqualifier match, right? You don't play and you're out, cousin. You don't make an experiment. Wow. Ricky Ponting needs to answer some real questions. He needs to, controversy. I think I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to steal it, so I want to give you some love. Ponting does rate BBL players very high. Do you think there's a little Aussie love there? Ponting's an Aussie. You know what I'm saying? Stoinis is an Aussie. Do you think that's a little BBL bias there? Ooh, Sonny S, I'm going to remember to give you some credit in R3 wickets. As a matter of fact, I'm writing it down right now. Sonny S with the comment. Ooh, Sonny S. BBL comment from Ponting. Love it. Love it. Will you be streaming full match on Friday? If all goes well, I will be light. If all goes well, I will be. I'm trying to get on sub. Very, very difficult. You know, very, very hard right now. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. All right. Ponting did experiment in World Cup in 2007. So this is what he does, right? I bet Gabe gave me a D on his report card. Oh, Han, you know what you got. You know what you got, Han. You're that student whose parent I need to pull to the side and said, I set aside an extra 10 minutes for our parent-teacher conference here because I feel there's some behavior issues we need to speak about. And unfortunately, that behavior is becoming a distraction, not only to your child, but to the rest of the class. So we're going to need to talk about what we can do together to try and make sure that Han understands that there's appropriate behavior at school. And there's also a behavior that's inappropriate. Oh, Han. Oh, I would have loved it. Oh, man. What's going on? What a slow pitch. Guys, all these pitches are slow. Renil said it earlier. Turning point. And I think we're going to see the same in the World Cup, right? I mean, the World Cup's like, how many games after? They start the prelim games in the World Cup. Is it a week after the IPL finishes, guys? I mean, honestly, it's insane. Yes, I dared to. You know what the toughest thing is, guys? I've almost got to get a sub, right? Because my students, a couple of them have discovered my channel. So they know when I'm on and they'll watch it. And I'm like, guys, you guys don't watch us. This is just me and Nick's a side venture or whatever. And they'll be like, oh, I saw your stream or whatever, or I saw your video. So I almost have to get a sub, right? Because they would know that I took off and that I was streaming. World Cup starts a week after IPL finishes. That's what I'm saying. Man. So it's going to be the same in the World Cup, and I am so interested to find out what's going on. And man, wait, they really do watch? I got like 2 or 3 so far this year, Renil, that has come back and said, oh, I found your channel. We watch your videos. And I'm like, You guys don't even watch cricket. And on the other channel, we do a lot of film reviews, video reviews, a lot of Indian content, boring reviews. I'm like, really? Now I could see if they were from there, that's one thing, but they're not. But it is what it is.
Are you going to do a boring review about the Carnage movie coming up?
Possibly. Oh, my man Dr. Jihan says, will you be following the World Cup? And I'd love Australia West Indies final. I will be following the World Cup. We're going to try to do as many games as we can in the World Cup. We're really excited about it. I'm hoping that, I rock with Australia, Jihan, in the in international games. So I love my West Indies and Australia. We'll see what happens. They're going to have some warm-up matches as well. But, man, I think the teams with the good bowlers, and especially these bowlers that have really good spin, it's going to be that they have an advantage, because I'm telling you, look at Renil. Yes, keep rocking with Australia. Renil, I'm sorry. All three teams that I picked in the IPL, I remember I talked about the CSK. I definitely picked DC again to make it this year because they're so good. And now KKR's in there. So you might want to jump back on Team Gabe. Just saying, because my boys are in and they're putting in work. I've got one student who actually is Indian, and his parents follow cricket. It's funny. He always like, oh, I never even watched it until I started watching your channel, and now I watch it with my dad or whatever. But I was like, well, why wouldn't you have watched it with your dad before? Because he usually said that cricket was boring. The thing he did say, though, was that his dad watches a lot of tests, so I could see it, but that he hadn't even heard of the IPL. So he loves the IPL format. This is just, it's more suited for young people, guys. IPL is honestly more suited for young people. That's up in the air, but nope. Fall short. Breaking Gotham confirmed at Gabe sub. Yes! Gotham's going to be my sub. I mean, he's not doing anything for CSK, right? He might as well go ahead and sub for me. I'm going to put in more work than he does. Just saying. Two more balls in the over here. Can I get one more wicket before I've got to go? Let's see what happens. Up in the air. Nope. But that's just going to be a single. No way they take two on that. I could make a school cricket team. No. I actually started, we're doing flag football at the school. So I started working with the kids and working on that. Just, small mechanics, stuff like that. In the spring, then we'll probably be doing a softball or something to that effect. Just trying to get kids at an early age involved in sports. You know what I'm saying? No, that wasn't out. He got back. Gabe, will you be streaming England versus India versus Australia warm-up match? I gotta see which maps we are streaming. I know so far we're doing India versus Pakistan and England versus West Indies. We've already got that in our schedule. Plus, it's on the weekends, so that's gonna be easy for us to stream at that point. The weekday ones is gonna be a little bit different. Definitely not full streams, but we'll definitely be catching games here and there. We're so excited. Last ball for me. Can I get a wicket? Come on, Mavi, get me a wicket. Oh, Mavi, 390 economy rate. Oh, Mavi. Let's go. Take that one, scalp. I need it. Let's go, scalp taker. Come on. Let's go, Mavi. I need a scalp taker. No! Did he drop that? Oh, guys, no. Who dropped that? Oh, guys, the drops kill me. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. The drops absolutely kill me. Oh, I'm sick to my stomach. Oh, we need a catch. Guys, That's it for me. I got parent-teacher conferences. Luckily, I'm in a good mood because KKR is playing well. So my students will get the benefit of having myself in a very, very good mood as opposed to a bad mood if KKR had gotten blown out here earlier. So my students will have the IPL to thank and KKR. With that being said, thank you so much today for joining with me, guys, and Nick. So much love. Look out for our stream Friday. We will be there in some capacity. Hopefully, KKR fans, they get in there. Hopefully, KKR fans, they get in there. KKR fans, keep rooting. Sorry, guys. Sorry if you're a DC fan. Again, the game's not quite over yet. And I'm not betraying DC. I said that as I'm getting off, Varun Chakravarthy takes the one. This game is over. Varun Chakravarthy takes the one. As I'm getting off right now. Rewarded. Varun Chakravarthy for MVP. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. The cricketing gods are with me. I love it. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. Look out for our 3 wickets when I give it to Nick. Oh, guys, talk to you in a little while. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And that's 6 runs. Woo! Get ready.